much like the Blue Fusions, it's been about 1 year since the release of LR Goku Rosé Black and the LR Broly Trio from the Part 2 of the 5-year anniversary for Dokkan Battle. And since that, pretty much any day starting today, we could get the Twitter reveals and details for the Part 2 LR for the 6-year anniversary. I thought it would be a great idea and a great time to analyze LR Broly Trio and LR Rose Goku Black 1 year later. So, the Part 2 LRs of the previous anniversary, how will have I can't talk. How well have they aged? Well, let's answer that right now. Alright, guys. Today we're going to be analyzing LR Rose Goku Black 1 year later and LR Broly Trio. Making the title is definitely going to be hard. Like, for the other title, I could just say the LR Blue Fusions. Well, what do I say now? I don't want to say just the Part 2 LRs from last year. That sounds dumb. And I can't say the LR Rose Trio. That would sound really dumb. Anyways, so LR Rose Goku Black and LR Broly Trio, 1 year later, how have they aged? I would definitely say Rosé has aged better than Broly, but first let's just focus on Rosé himself. First off, just reading his kit. Future Saga, Key +4, HP attack and defense with 30%. The ideal Future Saga leader now. Greatly raises defense, really good. Greatly raised defense again, really good. So greatly raising defense, so I'm happy they didn't shaft him out of having good defense. So that is really good. And they definitely did not shaft him out of attack power, so keep that in mind. Attack and defense 66% off the bat, and he gets plus 6% attack the more ki he has, and it increases by 1 each time. So you get 1 ki, another 6% attack. So he has the LR Turles effect, even though he technically came out before LR Turles. The more ki this guy's gonna have, the more attack power he's gonna have, and why that's uber powerful with this guy. By the way, it's up to 120%. Now why that's uber powerful with this guy? Well, the reason why that's powerful is because ki is not an issue for this guy. Ki is definitely not an issue for this LR Rose Goku Black. So, getting attack power, which with each ki gained, is not a bad ability at all. You can take a look at his links. Oh, you can take a look at his link set. I mean, he gets Ki +2 from Fear and Faith. Dismal Future, Ki +2. Fierce Battle. Oh, okay, he has 2 key links actually. Only 2 key links, I didn't know that. But they're both 2 key. And that's Fear and Faith. And, Dismal Future. And if you're running Future Saga, you're literally 100% of the time going to be having Dismal Future active. Fear and Faith, I mean, if you're running Extreme Class Realm of God / Future Saga, that is a link you're probably going to have active most of the time. So, he's getting 4 ki from links, which is really helpful. A lot of attack power, so once you get this guy to level 10 links, he's going to be really good. So, great defensive option, great attack option on some great categories, and great link set. Oh, and also his active skill, he pretty much goes into this enraged form where he cannot take damage. And I believe it's for 1 turn. How long does it last? Does it mention? It might only last 1 turn, but pretty much you have a whole turn where you're invincible, and you do destructive damage, which I'm pretty sure is one of the most powerful damage effects. he gets extra ki per orb, so usually when Dokkan uses these enraged forms or grade 8 forms, ki is usually an issue. Because you're all just grade 8s or whatever. But for this, you have that really good ki mechanic that LR Buhan and LR STR Vegito have. So you're going to be easily getting super attacks with this guy. And by the way, that card art is awesome. Man, I really wish I had LR Rose, but that does not mean I did not do my research to find more about this unit. But yeah, really good in this enraged form. Only problem is 66% urge. Like, 66% HP or less is not a bad HP restriction, but it's the 6 turns. The 6 turns is really bad. I don't like the 6 turns, but other than that, dude, this Rosé is a really good unit. What went wrong with this LR Rosé? That is just the falling of Extreme Class Realm of Gods. So, I don't know if you guys knew, but Extreme Class Realm of Gods used to be the best setup in the game. Extreme Class Realm of Gods was like such an OP setup, and even with the Link level update with all these big bad bosses links, it can still be really good. But here's the problem. So you go to Realm of Gods, right? Extreme Class Realm of Gods was all offense and like no defense, and we know now that in 2021/2020, that is, you just can't have that. You cannot have that, especially with the level of difficulty we're getting in terms of content. You have no defense. I mean, you have good defense. You have pretty bad defense. You have okay defense. You have bad 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 defense. Defense. I mean, you have okay defense. You have good defense, and you have okay defense. And if you go down the units, you're bad. You're great. You're solid. You're not that good. You're great. You're pretty bad. You're pretty bad. You're pretty bad. You're pretty bad. And you're okay. So, Extreme Class Realm of Gods just hasn't been getting a lot of buffs lately, and that's because there was a point in Dokkan where all they would release are Zamasus and Goku Blacks and Rosés. So, that was a big point in Dokkan where it was an Extreme Class Realm of Gods meta. But we've kind of moved on to the Super Class Realm of Gods meta, or the Physical Beers meta. But now that NUI Goku is here, not really, not too much of the Beers meta isn't really a thing anymore. But the point is, Extreme Class Realm of Gods has seriously fallen off a lot, and that was pretty much his best team. Potara, there are a lot of super class units, and most of the extreme class units on there are also pretty bad defensively too, so it's not a good setup to run. Time Travelers is honestly a pretty good team. Kamehameha, I mean, again, he's a, like, you want to run this guy with extreme class units, because that's what most of his links are going to benefit from. Exploding Rage is a pretty bad category. It's not horrible, but it's not that good. Mind and Body Erosion kind of sucks. And Inhuman D is like the only leader for this category. I mean, it's all extreme class, which is really good. But you'd think you would be able to run this team with Rosé, but no. We have to have LR Nappa as the leader, as the only leader as well. So, LR Rosé, that is like the only thing that's holding back this unit from being a top 10 LR in the game. Him himself is a very good unit and a very well designed unit, but sadly, man, his meta teams just did not hold up. And it's funny because he came out when the extreme class Realm of Gods meta was starting to die off, so it was almost like they're trying to revive it back again. I mean, this enraged form is super insane. This unit himself is super duper good, really good. But again, extreme class Realm of Gods and most of these teams, dude, they just don't hold up. They don't hold up to keep this Rosé a top 10 LR in the game. He is probably one of the hardest hitting LRs in the game, though. That is a good thing. So, how has LR Rosé aged? Pretty bad, honestly, pretty bad. This is a unit I want to call underrated, but he's not. He's perfectly rated. People know he's good, but his teams, dude. Yeah. LR Rosé has aged pretty bad, and honestly one of the more forgotten LRs in the game. Really sad, dude. But let's move on to LR Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo. Alright, we're back. LR Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo. This unit has definitely, I'm just gonna say straight up, has not aged well either. It really is a problem, and here's the thing. What hurts the most is that they suffer from the same problem. Categories that are either fallen off or lack of categories. Really, you can only run this Broly on movie bosses, but I'll get to that later. LR Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo. They are a movie bosses, key plus 4, HP attack and defense 130% lead, and extreme physical, key plus 4, HP attack and defense 100% lead. I'm assuming they're extreme class because this is kind of before Goku was like, yo, we're friends now, dude. This is right after, pretty much right after, I'm assuming. they made the wish, and Cheelai and Lemo flew over to the planet. So yeah, that's literally the only reason why they'd be extreme class. Because Jiren is super class, so I'm assuming that's why. They greatly raise defense and they lower attack, which is really good. Because lowering attack is really helpful and really good for these difficult events like the God of Destruction event, Super Battle Road stages. So very good. They are a nuking unit. Nuking units are awesome in my opinion. Nuking units are dope. And they also get defense. They get attack and defense 15% plus key sphere obtained. If you get a clean 7 orbs, I'm not saying it's always going to happen, but dude, if they made this unit a rainbow orb changer, oh my god, they would be good. But like I was saying, attack and defense plus 15% per key sphere obtained, really good ability. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 5% and key plus 2 per key sphere with 2 or more physical key spheres obtained. So they get extra attack and defense plus 5% and key with if you get at least 2 physical orbs. If you get 2 or more AGL orbs, they buff allies' attack by 39%, which is really good. Or STR. AGL or STR orbs, they give that really good 39% buff to all allies. So very helpful. Now they also give a whopping 39% defense. Sorry, if they get 2 or more tech or int key spheres obtained. I really wish Dokkan continued making these really good orb requirements. Nowadays you see units who need like 6 orbs, 7 orbs, all that stuff. But 2 orbs to get a whopping 39% attack and defense, dude, is so good. That is such... You're always gonna get... That is like super common. You can almost get that every turn. And it really makes it so you actually have to think how you play. It's like, do I want to give my allies defense or attack? Or do I want extra key for myself? What do I want? Here's what I'm gonna do. So it was a really fun unit, and they would still be a really fun unit if it wasn't for the lack of teams. Link skills: Brainiac, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, First Battle, Legendary Power. The first part of their links is honestly pretty odd, but they can definitely work out with a bunch of other extreme class movie boss units. And there are only 2 categories, are movie bosses and joined forces. Only movie bosses and joined forces. Joined forces, I'm going to tell you right now, it sucks. Joined forces is not a good team. Let me show you why. Okay, the leaders Kale Caulifla, and this AGL Trunks and Mai. The reason why this team sucks, you have such a variety, like, you have Goku and Bulma to LR Ginyu. You have LR Bojack to LR Beerus and Whis. This team, you literally can't make a team that links well. Because all these units are so odd. Unless you're running, because the only variant of this team that works out and actually does good is the Goku and Vegeta variant, where you just run every single Goku and Vegeta, which is pretty much like LR Blue Bros, all 3, the 2 3-year LRs and this guy. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. And maybe, just maybe, if you need to, Goten and Gohan and this Goku and Frieza, but, dude, you can barely even make a full Goku and Vegeta team, so, this category is pretty bad. None of these units link well at all, so there's like no key going around at all. Oh yeah, it's a pretty bad team, so there's no way you could fit LR Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo on a team in this category. Like, really good roster, but horrible team build, so definitely unfortunate. And movie bosses is their only team. Literally only team they'll be good on. And I mean, movie bosses is good, but things get really boring when you're restricted to only running one team to run a unit you like. That's when, like, you're not gonna, this isn't Legends where you have to stick with the meta, so like, you have a billion other teams, and just to use this one LR, you have to use boring movie bosses. I mean, movie bosses is a really good roster, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, being restricted to one category, there's no way you can argue that that's not a downside at all. Very huge lack of variety. Their passive and category set are complete opposites. Their passive is one of the most unique in the game, and their categories are like not at all. So, how did this unit age? 1 year later, exactly 1 year pretty much, not well at all. Again, this is literally exactly like Rosé. Really good unit himself. Oh, but not good teams. Not good team. This is no bueno right here. No, no, no. No, sir. These units are never ran as friend leads. Maybe you'll find like 5 Rosés. Okay. You won't find a single one of these. And you will find like 5 or 4 of these a day. A week maybe. So, that even speaks to more how these units have aged. And I can't stress this, and that's... What was that gibberish? I tried to say I can't stress this enough, but my mouth just gave up on me. I cannot stress this enough. They're really good. Like, by themselves. But their teams, dude, hold them back. It's like the unit is a feather, and the teams holding them back is like a building chained to them. So, very unfortunate case right here. I feel like this happens to Part 2 LRs a lot. They usually don't age well. It can be in terms of categories, in terms of the unit themselves. Yeah, so far Angel Vegeta, dude, Angel Vegeta's going really strong. So, I mean, even Angel Vegeta, I mean, I find like maybe 8 a day. He has a great leader skill. There's nothing wrong with that unit, but legendary summon banners are just easily forgotten because of how bad they are. So, Part 2 LRs are always an unfortunate case. Let's hope this year's Part 2 LR is completely a turning point for Dokkan, a turning point for LRs. But sadly, I just don't think it'll be that. It's really unfortunate, but I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna be hype, but like LR Rosé was hype, but look how he turned out, dude. So, really unfortunate case. These units are amazing. Don't get it twisted. But sadly, they got the short end of the stick in terms of LRs. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. Now, I would be doing the end card right now, but see, one of my homies, right, in the Discord, by the way, join my Discord, the link will be in the description. And also I credit him whenever he makes my thumbnails. You can go to one of the videos where the thumbnails look like a banger, and yeah, that's how you know he made them. Now, oh, by the way, why I'm not saying his name, I actually don't know how to say his name. I don't remember how, I'm sorry, homie, if you're watching this, I don't remember how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, dude. But, he is the GOAT. He's awesome. He makes us really good thumbnails. And, he made this new overlay for me that will be in the next video. Next gameplay video. But, like I was saying, I would be doing an end card, but the new I made a new, like, setup for my overlay, and I forgot to add the end card. So I can't just press the hotkey and go to the end card. So, yeah, you guys know the drill. You know, drop a sub if you're new. We're like 27 subs away from our first huge milestone. And consider joining the Discord. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It is a 4-day weekend for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Also, let me know what you think about these LRs in the comment section below. But yeah, peace.